Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So, after a fresh shower of rains, how are you feeling? You must thank the Almighty for the blessings in the form of good rains. So, the last few days, we all have been accepting the scorching heat, but at last, the God has shown His mercy, and we are all relieved today, isn't it? So, in the same course, I would express and share with you a very important thought that why negativity doesn't leave us. What is the cause? Ladies and gentlemen, the only cause is that we don't want to live it. What excites us? Sharing something negative. What propels us to discuss amongst our friends? Sharing somebody's weak points. Why do we go for the newspaper? To know about the world. And what do the media men do? Right on the front page, they put the most negative news. Now, media has to do this because nobody amongst us would love to read the news of peace. We, with a live lens, try to search out a news in the newspaper where something has gone against the humanity. What politicians are doing, how many banks have been robbed, where the fairest, the most dreadful accident has taken place. Do we ever love to read peaceful news, articles full of tranquility? Have we ever told our children positive things? Do we ever share pleasing articles with our friends? We always share the negativity, the minus points of our common friend who is not amongst us in a present talk. How many times most of us have discussed about the good qualities of a gentleman or a gentle lady who's been with us for the last many years? If you take, for example, the town, we always discuss the negative things of the municipal committee, of the municipal corporation, or the government. How many of us have ever made endeavors to talk positive things? Gentlemen, I can say with a bet that there is no club on this earth who have come closer to form an association who could only talk positive things. No, we don't have. If at all we have clubs, NGOs, associations, kitty party, birthday parties, we share very small amount of happiness and we start our gossiping about the negativity of one person or the other. Even amongst the relatives, even amongst the closest friends. Leaving aside all things, when we talk about our kids with our friends in a party, in an association, in a group, in plane, in train, We always share the negative points of our kids. My kid is my kid doesn't study this. My kid doesn't take this. My daughter is not adjusting. My son is fussy about these things. And if we are not accompanied with our wives, we talk a lot about the negative points of our wife. See, gentlemen, the friend circle that you have is the most precious treasure you have on this earth. If you want that, you should not leave this treasure, and it should be your property forever. So, gentlemen, cultivate a habit that when you are amongst the friends, try always to speak the positive aspects. Because when you try to share everything positive, your mind will become a powerhouse of positive energy. And wherever you go, you will try to dispel the negativity of even your fastest friend by telling him, folding your hand before him or her, please don't share this. Can't we talk something positive, something soft, something full of peace, of happiness? We must do it. And there is a law, in fact, as you sow, so shall you reap. If you try of sowing good thing amongst your friends, gentlemen, the crop that you are going to reap will be the crop of happiness, bliss, and tranquility. You will love to have it. I know what all I am talking. It's very easy to preach. It is very easy to teach. It is damn difficult to adhere and to adopt and to have it. But it is not beyond the comprehension of a man on this earth. Have you ever thought that why do you like the famous quotes of the great men, of the great saints, of the great legends on this earth? Because they all teach you good things. Lord Buddha says, nothing disturbs you more than your overthinking. How many of us as students have ever dreamt or visualized that the exam that we had taken in the university, in the school, or in the college, that we or I would be the university topper? None. Because we find this beyond our reach. And mind you, gentlemen, I can say with the bet, when you start thinking of something good, the good will coming running to you. And the sadness, monotony, it will leave you once for all. The only thing that you are to cultivate now is the habit of not backbiting anybody, not to discuss any negative thing about any person, maybe your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son, your relative. Why? Why should we? And it is this habit only that will make you a very peaceful man. That will make you a very peaceful man. every one of us, each one of us. I don't know why we take enjoyment out of this, of discussing some bad points of a person, of a relative, of our blood relations. There are small causes of our quarrels, our truffles, our tiffs. But just because of three-letter word ego, we never want to dissolve them. Have you ever estimated why your relatives have left you? Why you have been left by your relatives? I can say with conviction that if there had been no ego with them or with you, none of your relatives have ever left you. None of your good friends have ever left you. And so, man, I know this video clip is going very long, but I humbly pray you that try to cultivate the habit of think positive, have positive, give positive, talk positive, dream positive, and you will have the world full of positivity. Even the best scholars, the best thinkers say that no disease would ever afford to enter you if you have a positive mind. Most of our diseases even are because of our negative thinking. We always pray, we always praise, a rose for its beauty, for its fragrance, for its color. But we hardly discuss the thorns attached to the same branch. How many of us have ever made a bouquet of thorns instead of roses? How many of us have ever presented a bouquet of thorns to our friends? No, na? Then why in our thoughts do we have so many thorns? So let us pledge today that we all must have our thoughts full of roses of happiness, and whenever we exchange our thoughts, we try to dispel the entire hell of negativity, and let us have a good heaven of positivity. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for listening my small video. I have tried to make small endeavor. See what result comes out. Thank you very much.